Hello and welcome to Instant Pot Princess. I'm Tatiana and today I'm really excited because I'm going to be making stuffed peppers. So I'm going to get going on that. You do need cooked rice for this recipe in advance, and so I'm also doing a quick demo on how to make rice. It's really easy in the Instant Pot. So I will post that demo separately, and you can use that to cook your rice and then pop over to this demo where we are going to be making stuffed peppers. Talk to you soon. For the utensils, you will need either a trivet or a sling, some gloves to be able to remove that from the Instant Pot, either a steamer or a pot of some sort, such as the stainless steel stackable pots. Of course, you'll need the cutting board and a knife, a teaspoon and a tablespoon, a set of measuring cups, and if you have it, the second insert to the Instant Pot, a hard spatula or spoon, and 1 cup of water. For this recipe, depending on the size of your Instant Pot, you will need 4 or 5 peppers. I was able to use 4 large peppers in the 6-quart Instant Pot, but the stuffing would have fit 5, so I had leftover stuffing, and I ate it because it was great. So as you can see with these peppers, they're starting to go, and this is a perfect way to use them up. You'll need 1 tablespoon or so of olive oil, 1 pound of ground meat of your choice. I'm using beef, 4 or 5 large mushrooms, 1 cup of finely diced onions, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 2 cups or less, depending on how you like your mixture, but I used 2 cups of cooked basmati rice, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, although I forgot to use it in the recipe and it was still great, 2 cloves of crushed garlic, 1/4 to 1/3 each of smoked cheese, and another cheese of your choice. I used mozzarella and the smoked cheese, but you do need the smoked for a very unique flavor in this dish. Of course, you'll need salt and pepper, 1 can of diced tomatoes, and some chopped parsley for garnish. So the first thing we want to do is to start up the Instant Pot and put it on the saute function for whatever you have preset. Press start and let it get hot. In the meantime, you need to prep all of our items. So take the mushrooms, chop them up fairly finely. I had to do it really finely because my husband didn't know that there were mushrooms in here. So hopefully he doesn't watch this video and find out. I have this cool little gadget that's really for chopping eggs, but it also chops mushrooms. When your Instant Pot is hot, add in some oil because we're going to saute those mushrooms, some veggies, and of course the meat. So add in that 1 pound of ground meat and all of your chopped up mushrooms and get it sauteing. Remember this gadget, if you've watched my accessories video, I kind of showcased it on there. It's from Pampered Chef. There is another one that is sold on Amazon. I'll put the link below. It's so great to separate meat. In any case, you do need to separate your meat, have it saute with your mushrooms, and while it's doing that, start prepping your peppers. Cut off the top of the peppers straight across, and then cut off the bits around the top because we're going to chop those up and use them in the stuffing. In the meantime, take out the seeds and pith from your peppers and go through that with all 4 or 5 if you're using 5. If you're using the stainless steel stackable pot to put them in, just fit them in and put them in quite tightly. Now don't forget to pay attention to the meat and mushrooms that are sauteing. Add in some salt and pepper. I did 1/2 teaspoon of each. Okay, add in the tops of the peppers that you've chopped up finely. Okay, if you haven't already, chop up your medium onion or a heaping cup of onion, but it needs to be chopped finely for this recipe. So go ahead and do that and add it to the Instant Pot. Next, add in the garlic. If you watch my demos, you know that I am sensitive to garlic, so I don't use it, but a couple of cloves of crushed garlic here would be great. Now, get your spatula or spoon and give all of that a good stir. Time to add in 1 teaspoon of the Italian seasoning. And this is the time to add in the tomato paste that I forgot. Then 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. I'm not quite going to add the cheese yet, but since I haven't grated my cheese, I'm going to do that with the smoked cheese right now. I kind of cheated with a bag of mozzarella that was already shredded, so I'm just getting that ready to go, but I'm going to add some other ingredients first. The next ingredient to add will be the rice, so give your pot a stir, and it's still on saute at this point. Take your rice and add in 1 cup at a time just to see how you like your mix. So I added a cup. I felt that it was heavy on the meat and I wanted a little bit more, so I used 2 cups of rice in this recipe. Now add in your 1 can of diced tomatoes and then the cheese. At this time, go ahead and press cancel on your Instant Pot. Give it another stir and grab a spoon and taste it to see if it's seasoned to your liking. The meat should be cooked by now, so there should be no issues there. I've added another 1/2 teaspoon of salt and another 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Next, take out the insert for the Instant Pot so that we don't get it all over the place when we're doing the stuffing. So here I'm showing you the 2 ways of putting it into the Instant Pot. I am choosing to use the steamer instead, so I've put my peppers into the steamer. This is where having a second insert for the Instant Pot is really handy. If you watched my accessories video, I do not recommend this one from Instant Pot because it's a non-stick that actually sticks, but when you're using the pot-in-pot method, it works just fine. If you're going to use a trivet here rather than a sling, then put your trivet in and now start stuffing your peppers. I have stuffed as much as I possibly could in these peppers. I shoved them right down in. If you've decided to use a sling instead of a trivet, put your pan or steamer on top of the sling and put it into the Instant Pot. It will be too high to use both. Now you can see how much I've got left over here. There's enough for a 5th pepper, which I don't know, I might have been able to shove one down into the center there, but I think it would have been too high. So I think it depends on the size of the peppers you're using. Now put your lid on the Instant Pot and make sure the valve is set to sealing, not venting. Press the pressure cook, or manual might be on the version of Instant Pot that you have. Make sure that it's going to pressure cook on high for 5 or 6 minutes. So if you like your pepper to be really, really soft, then go with 6 minutes. I did 5 minutes and the pepper was perfect. It had just a little bit of a bite where I needed a knife to cut it. Once your time is up, you can give it a quick pressure release, and while that steam is releasing, chop up your parsley. Once the pin has dropped and the steam is out, open up your lid and smell those beautiful peppers. Get something like these cute little accessories that come often with the Instant Pot, the silicone mini gloves. Now, once I did take mine out and put it on the cutting board, I did have a lot of liquid. So if you're using a steamer like I did, just bring it out and put it on a plate or a pan so that you don't have all those juices run all over the place. Time to garnish and serve this. Oh my God. This is so